everyone, it is me, littlemscraftaholic here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to read friendship bracelet patterns. And I know a lot of people have had trouble reading friendship bracelet patterns. I know I have. So today I'm going to show you how to read them. So let's get on to the supplies that you will need to make a friendship bracelet from a friendship bracelet pattern. Alright, so the first thing that you will need is string, obviously, and I'm just using embroidery thread. And the next thing that you will need is a friendship bracelet pattern, and I got mine, if you can kind of see, from friendship, I don't know, it's kind of like hard, but I got mine from friendship-bracelets.net, and the pattern that I'm doing is pattern number 54263. So you just get this pattern on friendship-bracelets.net and just follow me as I make it. You'll obviously need a clipboard, and what I like to do when I make patterns is I like to have a clipboard, because what I like to have is I like to tape this, like clip it under the clip in my clipboard, so it just like keeps me more organized, and it's just easier for me to do my friendship bracelet pattern. So let's get started with the basics, and I'm going to show you how to do everything with the string, how to read it, and so on and so forth. So let's get started. Alrighty, so the first thing we do is string. So as we see here, we're going to start at the top. Here's our pattern, by the way. Here's what it looks like. So we're just going to start at the top. We have pink, the colors pink, yellow, and green. So as you can see, it's pink, yellow, yellow, green. So we're going to cut one pink string, we're going to cut two yellow strings, and we're going to cut one green string. Alrighty guys, so I've cut my strings and I've tied it over here now, and I put them in the order that they're supposed to be in. And as you can see, the order is like this. So we have a pink string, two yellow strings, and a green string. So A, B, B, C. A, B, B, C. So let's start off with the pattern. So the thing is that when you do read friendship bracelet patterns, it's kind of confusing, but you'll definitely get it. So here, knot that's going to from like here, like to the right. So left to right, well, this side, like that. A string that's an arrow that's going to the right means that we're going to be doing a forward knot. A string that's going to the left means that we're going to be doing a backwards knot. A string that's going to the right and to the left means that we're going to be doing a forwards backwards knot. And a string that's going from to the left to the right means that we're going to be doing a backwards forwards knot. So let's get started with the pattern. And as you can see here, there are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can't really see the rest. But this is a 1, 2, 1, 2 pattern. So as you can see, we're not doing this with the pink the whole time. That's just not what we're going to do. You can take like a piece of paper or something if you need to, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reading the pattern like this. So we're just going to be doing this row, these two knots, then this knot, then these two knots, then this knot, then these two knots, then this knot. It's a 1, 2, 1, 2 pattern. I mentioned it in some of my other videos, so let's get started. We're going to take our first two strings, so as you can see here, pink onto the yellow. We're going to be doing a forward knot from the pink onto the yellow. So a forward knot from the pink onto the yellow. Okay, now we're going to put those two strings aside because we don't need them right now for the rest of the row. Now we're going to take the green string, because if you can see, if the knots have like a circle around them that's in the same color as the string, then you're going to be doing the knot with that color. So on here it says green to yellow, we're going to be doing a backwards knot. Now when the bracelet comes to a point where there are two loose strings, it means that we're just going to leave them out for this row. We're just going to put them aside because we don't need them. Now we're going to move on. Pink onto the green, because there's the knot. We're going to be doing, if it goes to the right, a forwards knot. Okay. Now when you are back to after you have them up, you're going to bring them down again. And it goes in a pattern, down, up for this specific pattern. and I think it does for all patterns, unless you have an odd number, which you only leave one string out, but you'll see if you do an odd pattern, but we're doing this pattern for now. So for row 3, we're going to be taking the green string because it has the knot, and we're going to be doing a backwards knot because it's going to the left. Alright, now put those 2 strings aside, and we're going to take our pink and our yellow, and if you can see, the knot is going to the right, so that means that we're going to be doing a forwards knot. Okay, so now after the next row that we're going to be doing, it starts to get a little fancy. So now we're going to take our outermost strings, and we're just going to put them up for this row because it says the green and the pink are out for this row. Now we have our 2 yellow strings in the middle, and this kind of gets confusing sometimes because they're 2 strings and they're the same color, but it depends which way the arrow is going. So if it's going to the right, that means we're going to take this string and we're going to do a forward knot. This is a really like tiny bracelet, so I didn't cut my strings as long because I'm not going to keep this bracelet. So now for row 5, here's where it gets a little confused. See, as you can see, I like to put my pattern on the clipboard because like it's really easy. So for row 5, here's where it gets a little tricky. So we are going to be doing a forwards backwards knot because the arrow is going to the right then to the left. So as you can see, if we do a forwards knot, it's to the right, and a backwards knot is to the left. So to the right, to the left, it kind of makes sense, so it's a forward to backwards knot. And then with the next pair, we're going to be doing a backwards forward knot because it's going to the left then to the right. So what you want to do is you want to pretty much continue with this pattern. I've showed you all the knots that you need to know. There's no crazy knots in these patterns, but here's the basics of it. So you're just going to want to continue with all the rows and how I showed you for the rest of this pattern. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in the end. Alrighty guys, so this is what the bracelet should look like when you have finished all the 10 rows in the pattern. That's just one set, and you kind of just continue doing on what you were doing before. In some cases, friendship bracelet patterns don't end up in the same position that they started in the beginning, and you just continue those same exact steps, but the colors are mixed up, and that happens in some cases. And don't worry about that. If you can go on friendship, I think in that like exploding arrowhead video that I had a tutorial on, the arrows change because the positions of the string changes, but you do the same exact thing that you did before but with different colors of string. It's challenging, but I recommend starting off with an easier pattern with like 4, 5, or 6 strings, and then moving your way up to and you can get up to like 20 string patterns. So here's what the finished product looks like, and as you can see, the pattern ended with the same string that it started, A, B, B, C, A, B, B, C. So it was just really fun and a simple tutorial to do. I hope you guys learned from this. I hope you guys understood. And other than that, I'll see you guys next Saturday. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye!